One of the most frequently asked questions that I get is, how much do you need to get started botting? And this is going to apply to basically every category like Pokemon, sneakers, Labubus, whatever it is that you want to get your hands on. Or maybe for reselling purposes, so you can make some extra money on the side. This is the video that you need to watch. And I will also go over how much my personal botting setup costs. So in theory, if you really want to, you can copy my exact setup, but I wouldn't do that for reasons I'll get into later. And towards the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to harness the power of bots without even owning one yourself. Without further ado, let's get into it. Before you even get a bot, your first expense is going to be the cook group. I know, it might seem like I'm biased since I am a cook group owner, but hear me out. And I've also held this opinion way before I started working with cook groups. So this is gonna cost you anywhere from $40 to $90 a month. And this is number one in terms of priority because of three main reasons: discounts, information, and assistance. So cook groups often partner with bot companies, which means if you are a member of a partnered cook group, you get to purchase bots at a discount. And in some instances, paying for a group and a bot is going to be cheaper than just paying for the bot by itself. And it's not just bots too. You will also get discounts on proxies, servers, tools, and other things like that. And in some cases, you can even get bots for free. So the perks and discounts alone would make this a no-brainer. Furthermore, when you're looking to buy a bot, you might notice that some of them are waitlisted. In other words, you can't just buy it by adding it to cart and then making the purchase like any other product. You'd have to go on a wait list for who knows how long, and then you'll have to pay full price. However, cook groups with connections to these bot companies frequently host group buys, which means members of these partnered groups would be able to outright purchase the bot and for a discount. However, keep in mind that these discounts and group buys are contingent on how well connected the group owners and staff are. So this is one of the many ways that not all groups are the same. Furthermore, the groups will also show you the optimal bot settings, the dates of drops, and basically anything else that you would need in order to maximize your chances of actually being able to check out using the bot. But I'm not going to get into detail with all of that, but that's expense number one. The next expense is the bot itself. There's a bunch of different bots supporting a bunch of different websites, so there isn't really one correct answer, but I will try my best to simplify it. There's two ways to go about it. The first way is to prioritize a bot that lines up with the niche that you're interested in. For instance, if you're interested in sneakers, then you want to go with a bot that's more sneaker centric. However, the second way, and I think the better way to go about it, is to just get the bot that makes you the most amount of money. Because even if you're a collector for one specific category, you can still use your reselling profits to fund your collecting. And you'll have an easier time covering the costs of your bot. You basically want the bot to pay for itself. The botting and reselling landscape changes quickly, but as of the date of this recording, the safest and most profitable category to resell is Pokemon cards. So the top two bots right now for Pokemon cards is Stellar and Refract. Stellar is quite a popular one because it supports a ton of websites, basically every single relevant website. So on paper, it kind of makes it sound like this is the only bot that you need. However, when it comes to some of the more important retailers like Target, Walmart, and Best Buy, despite probably having the biggest user base out of any bot company, their checkout numbers are a little bit underwhelming. But where Stellar really shines is their Pokemon Center module. For those of you guys who don't know, Pokemon Center drops Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes. And a single one of these can often net you over $150 in profit. And most of the time, whenever they release these are in stock for sometimes an entire hour, allowing you to potentially get a lot of them. And Pokemon Center does not require accounts, which make this one of the easiest websites to actually set up for. On the other hand, the Refract bot does not support that many websites. However, for the websites it does support, it just works. That's the best way to put it. It does unbelievably well on Walmart, Target, Amazon, and Best Buy, and these are retailers that typically get a ton of stock. And this is the bot that helped me get an unbelievable amount of checkouts. This bot performs amazingly, and this dev team probably has the most consistent track record in the entire industry. As a bonus, this bot is very beginner friendly, but the biggest downside is they do not support Pokemon Center. So ideally, you want to have Refract and a bot that supports Pokemon Center. I personally use both of these bots, Refract and Stellar, as my go-to combo. But pairing Refract with either Valor or NikeShoeBot instead wouldn't be a bad idea either. These are also very solid options for Pokemon Center. If your budget only allows you to buy one bot rather than two, then you can consider getting Refract and then activating the 2-week free trial for NikeShoeBot in the Polar Chef's Discord. So you would at least have something to work with in the meantime, hopefully get some checkouts within this 2-week period, and then be able to afford maybe outright paying for NikeShoeBot or any other bot. I'm gonna give an honorable mention to Heiha. Personally, I think it's a little bit too inconsistent for my liking, but when it hits insanely hard. And this is also a bot that supports a ton of websites, so you can go for Walmart, Pokemon Center, all the good stuff. But again, it's not as consistent as some of the other entries. To summarize this botting section, this can cost anywhere between $100 to $550, depending on whether you get one or two bots, but this can be even cheaper with group buy discount. Now, even though these are high initial fees, unfortunately, these bots do run off of a subscription model, which means you're still gonna incur monthly expenses just for you to keep your license key. If you're botting, you're also gonna need proxies. Every botter should have a set of ISP proxies and residential proxies. Each type of proxy has different use cases, but I'm not gonna get into this in this video. But this is one of the areas where you can technically spend as little or as much as you want. There are some expert botters that spend $2,000 to $3,000 a month on just proxies alone. But this video is how much you need to get started. So the estimates here are based on a beginner setup. It's gonna depend on how many drops there are, but generally speaking, 20 to 30 ISP proxies and 8 gigabytes of residential data should be good enough to last you the whole month. And also the cost can vary from proxy company to proxy company, but generally speaking, these prices should be a good estimate. Okay, now onto servers. If you decide to get a bot, you have the option of running it directly from your own computer. However, if your setup is big enough, there's a chance that your computer might not be able to handle the bot, or maybe your internet's too slow, resulting in you missing checkout. Therefore, you also have the option of, instead of downloading the bots on your computer, you would download it on a server, also known as a VPS. So when you rent out a server, they're gonna give you the credentials to connect to the server. And once you're connected, you're gonna install and run the bot from this machine. Another benefit to this is that you'd be able to bot certain websites literally 24/7 without your computer even needing to be turned on, because the bot's gonna be running from your server and not from your computer. The server that I personally use is an 8x16 server from 10x servers. I'm paying about $50 a month, and I think that this company gives you the best specifications to cost ratio. This next one is an absolute must, because if you're botting, you have to utilize different addresses, different credit card numbers, different profiles, different phone numbers, different accounts, etc. And if you create accounts and profiles by hand, let's say you want to make 40 Walmart accounts, this is gonna take you like forever. It's gonna take you like 3 weeks to do this. So in my opinion, learning how to use a tool like AYCD is non-negotiable, because this software is going to automate that entire process. It'll generate virtual credit card numbers for you, automatically generate accounts, automatically jig your address, and allow you to organize your profiles. Would you rather sit there creating accounts for an entire 2 weeks, or would you rather just pay a small fee to have a software do this for you? When it comes to making money online, time is often a consideration that a lot of people don't think about. So you always want to be efficient with how you spend your time, and creating accounts for hours and hours on end is just not it. It's only $30 a month, which I think is worth it, but for partnered Discords, you can get it for as cheap as $18 a month. Now, something that you're gonna use to pair this up with is an SMS provider. So sometimes this would be required to mass generate accounts. I'm not gonna get into the specifics here, but this would be like a one-time payment of $20 to $30. And what also comes in handy are third-party CAPTCHA solvers. These aren't used a whole lot, but they're just nice to have. This is also very inexpensive. I would say I spend maybe around $15 a year on this. So that concludes the main botting expenses. And it can be broken down into two different categories: the amount you need to start and the amount that you need to maintain the bot. If you're starting out, you can expect this to cost anywhere from $260 to $780 for your first month. And to maintain this setup, it can cost anywhere from $120 to $270 a month. Keep in mind, these numbers don't even reflect the amount of money that you need to actually buy the inventory. This is just for the setup. So as you can tell, this is not cheap. And that's why if you're a collector and not a reseller, you basically don't have a choice but to become a reseller so that you can actually cover your expenses and to make it worth your time. The initial fee and the initial time it takes to actually learn how to do everything is a huge pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. But after you get over that learning curve and those initial difficulties, the monthly expenses are very manageable, especially considering to how much you can get out of it. And especially considering that you can make all of that back in a single drop. And there's many drops every single week. Although it is risky too, because it's totally possible that you spend all this money and let's say you get really unlucky or you're just not maneuvering correctly and you somehow get 0 checkouts over the course of 2 months, then all that money and time would have all been for nothing. So if you consider yourself to be someone with a lower risk tolerance, there are a ton of different ways to slowly build your way towards a botting setup rather than having to spend $500 in one big go. So if you want to go with a low risk approach, this is what I would do. You can start off without a paid bot and still be successful. You just need to have the right information for online drop schedules. You need to know the different tricks you can apply so that you have a higher chance of checking out, and basically any other information that can help you. And this should all be provided by your cook group, because a group's job is to help you make money. Furthermore, some groups will allow you to harness the power of bots without you even having to own one yourself. And this is going to be through a feature called ACO, short for auto checkout service, where effectively you would submit your billing and shipping details and they will bot on your behalf. Although as a side note, I would say one of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of people doing is relying only on ACO. And that is not something I would advise anyone to do. The service should be seen as more of a way to increase your chance of success rather than creating a reliance on it. So let's say there's a release that you want to go for. You should attempt the release yourself and you should submit your information to ACO at the same time. And this will significantly increase your chance of success. But if you only do just one or the other, then you're kind of just shooting yourself in the foot. Additionally, as I alluded to earlier, some groups will be able to provide you free bots. In our case, you can get free access to NikeShoeBot for 2 weeks, and you will also get unlimited free access to our Target extension bot, which would allow you to attempt Target restocks even while you're sleeping. So theoretically, everything that I just described under the low budget approach is just going to be the cost of the group itself. There's several more ways to get started, even on a very small budget, to maybe eventually build your way towards a botting setup, but these are just a few examples. Moving forward, I'm going to be vlogging my entire process again a lot more regularly. So this is a good opportunity to go over how much my personal botting setup costs me on a monthly basis. Since I've had some of these bots for years at this point, I'm not going to include the initial fees, but if you want to, you can feel free to do the math on them. Okay, so starting off with a group, obviously I don't pay for this since I co-own it. And in fact, there's going to be a lot of things on this list that I don't pay for, but I still want to include it just to give you guys a realistic benchmark for those who want to just copy my setup. So that's going to be $70 a month. For the bots, my main ones are Refract and Stellar, since I'm mainly botting Pokemon cards right now, but I also do have Valor and a NikeShoeBot. I mainly use NSP for Nike, but I am going to start using it soon for Pokemon Center because they have AI captcha solving and it's browser based. So if something goes wrong with a task, you can see exactly what went wrong and you might even be able to fix it on the fly, unlike some other request based bots. Now, I'm not going to make it like my primary thing for Pokemon Center, but I think it's a really, really good backup option. And Valor, fantastic for Shopify. And there's also starting to slowly get better and better at retail sites such as Pokemon Center as well, Best Buy, and just in general, Valor is also one of those bots that just work. Now, I would imagine I would still get somewhat similar results even if I stuck with only 2 bots instead of 4, with Refract being the main one that I use. For proxies, I spent only around $100 a month. I know a lot of people are gonna find that surprising, but finding quality proxy companies at very good prices is key. For the server, I spoke about this a little bit earlier, $50 a month, and last but not least, AYCD, $18 a month. So in total, this is gonna be approximately $421 a month. But as I mentioned earlier, we could probably have similar results and decrease this monthly expense by $100 if I had 2 bots instead of 4, but it's kind of just nice to have. And even though I just gave you my whole setup, what's not reflected on it is how many addresses I have, how many accounts that I have per website, how I jig, which credit card providers I use, because the setup of how to actually configure your bot is just scratching the surface of what's considered to be an effective botting setup. And that's why copying only what you see in this video, you probably won't get the same results that I get straight off rip, because you also need experience and you have to know how to set up your profiles, how to scale up your accounts properly, and things of that nature. So these are my expenses right now, but of course this can change in the future. I could possibly get a new bot, maybe I drop a bot, maybe for a busy month I get some extra proxies, who knows? But generally speaking, this is my baseline. Now, is this worth it? For me, it is. You can check out a few of the reselling vlogs that I have in the description. And also I'm gonna be uploading a lot more frequently moving forward so that you can see exactly how I put these resources to use. And you can see for yourself exactly how I make thousands of dollars a month. However, that being said, practically every single important release, whenever I look at bot discords, there's seemingly hundreds of bot users that are not able to check out a single thing. People spending all this time and money and nothing to show for it. Again, botting is risky. The learning curve is steep, and it's totally possible to lose a lot of money by doing this. There are no guarantees, because at the end of the day, there's just not enough stock to go around for everyone. And that's just a fact. So if it's something that you're thinking about getting into, I would highly suggest watching this video on the screen, and I'll tell you everything that you need to know before buying a bot.